Hi, Phil Lindsay here, Peep Magazine. We're here at Aspers Casino in Newcastle. We're here with Mark White ahead of his third fight. 4-2, 1-2. You're fighting against Phil Hervey.
Yep.
What are we going to expect from you on this Saturday?
Another win and a good performance we're getting put in, definitely. Yeah.
So what do you know about Phil Hervey so far? About his style?
See, I don't know anything about him. See, I haven't seen him. I know he's up like the other week there fighting. But see, I've got Ronnie Gary behind us, and I know what I need to do when I'm in there, and I'm sure I'll get the job done. Yeah.
I think my observations from watching him last week is he's quite tall, which I think you at this weight you're going to be taller than most of your opponents. And I think when Vladimir Klitschko fought Tyson Fury, he'd gone from fighting guys smaller than him to fighting somebody the same size. And I think Sam Egerton had that same problem against Bradley Skeet as well. So getting somebody who's tall and rangy early on in your career, it's a good box to be ticked in terms of styles to master in the pros.
Yeah, it's the same. Not bother if he's bigger or smaller. So I'll do what I got to do. So I've got great experience with Ronnie and Gary there. And I see we'll have a game plan, stick the game plan, and I'll get the job done. And
you've got a lot of experience from your amateur experience of fighting different styles, going into the unknown, because obviously when you're fighting in the tournaments, you don't know who you're going to fight in the next round or whatever, you know. Yeah. So you've got a lot to draw upon yourself as well as with Ronnie and Gary.
Yeah, see, we've done it before. I've boxed taller people, and I've come out with a win. When I'm sparring, generally I spar with the heavier one anyway. So it's a great experience. Take some off from the training as well.
Now, your second fight, I wasn't there for your first fight because I was at a different show, and I do apologise. But I seen your second one. I can't remember that guy's name, but he was nails, and he kept coming forward. That must have been a great experience for you.
Yes, it was a great fight. See, I gave him everything. He was kept on coming forward. I think he was tough as they come. But as I say, it takes something from the fight, and it makes me a better boxer on the whole. So I've still got that experience. I've been there, done that. If it happens again, I know what I need to do. If better next time.
Exactly. I think that fight, I'm not saying it was particularly for you, but it was like a welcome to the pros fight.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get sometimes, you might find you'll blast certain fighters out if you catch them right, but you get some of them that are just going to just keep coming and keep coming, and you see some guys trying to blast them out, and then they get tired, and then they might get caught up with later on because it's like they've blown themselves out. Whereas if you think over 4 rounds, you're probably going to be okay with that, but it's about preparing yourself against those sort of styles for your 6 rounds, your 8 rounds, and that must have been priceless for you.
Yes, it was a good 4-round solid fight. So obviously kept on coming forward. I did what I had to do. Obviously more rounds you do, different game plans, but I stuck to what Ronnie and Gary told us to do. And it paid off, yeah.
I think you boxed perfectly. It's just a matter of what you would take from that fight is what you did in the fight. You'd probably just do it a bit better next time because it gives you the experience of what to work on, what you need to refine slightly, just to just moving out of the side a few more times at certain times. But what you did I thought it was a fantastic performance.
Yeah, see, when I've done the fight, I've been there, done that, and next time I can do it better. See, experience I can take something from the fight. You've got to be learning. See, it's still early stage in the career. As long as I'm learning, for next time I'm happy. Yeah.
So I'm going to keep asking this question every now and again when I'm doing the interviews. How far are you going to get in this game?
Yeah, I want to get as far as I can. Obviously, I want to area titles, the British and stuff like that. Everyone wants to win world titles. I'll just go everything I can do, just go for it.
You never know what the future holds.
That's it.
You look at certain fighters. I always use Johnny Nelson as an example where he lost his first 3 fights. He had serious confidence issues, but he grafted and grafted and grafted, and he was a world champion for about 5 years or something. So if you put the work in, you're dedicated enough, and if you're as dedicated as your opponent with the talent and the ability you've got, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, so as long as you're putting the work in, that's the main thing. See, everyone sees the fights are won behind the bright lights, you know what I mean? And see, when I'm in the gym, I always put graft in anyway. So, same with all the other lads in the gym.
Well, if you don't,
yeah.
the ring's are the only place when you
Ah,
turn
that's
up
what
on
I mean,
fight night, isn't it?
If you just put the work in, you'll pay for it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's not like losing a football match 3-0. It's a bit more
That's
painful
it.
than that.
Aye, definitely. See, you pay for all the mistakes you make in the ring. You see, you've got to keep switched on. As long as you can look, like before the fight, you look in the mirror and say, yeah, I've done everything I can. And then what more can you ask for?
So Fighting Chance obviously did a show with Dennis Hobson about 18 months ago. This is Fighting Chance's first show as a promoter themselves.
Yeah.
It must be a really exciting time for yourself, thinking, well, I'm going to be getting more fights this year. You've still got Steve Wraith and Phil Jeffries there. Is potential for extra fights in between the shows.
Yeah.
So I guess you're expected to be busy this year.
Yeah, I want to be busy this year. So I'm going to keep on rocking the fights up, keep on winning them. And obviously being like the TV and stuff like that, obviously puts your exposure so much more, builds your fan base up more, put good performance in, people want to come again. And obviously it's a great lineup we've got on, so it's an excellent bill to be fighting on.
I think you've got that, and I think there's going to be a little bit of bragging rights in there as well, where with it being on the TV, people are going to be there because you've got like 2 shows that it's going to be done, so you might not get all of your fights. So the guys who put on the performance, the guys who steal the show, are going to get the coverage on the TV on this one. So that must be an extra incentive in there for you as well.
Oh, definitely. I say everyone's, well, you're going to win. Everyone wants to put the best performances on, and everyone's going to try the best. I'd say that's the name of the game, and you got to do it. And that's it. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, all the very best. I'm not going to say good luck because they're not supposed to say that in the trade or whatever, but all the very best for Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there again, and good luck for 2016 as well.
Thank you.
Mark White, top man.
Cheers
Cheers bud.
Thank you.